Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to OMSI 2. Today we're down in Westcountry 3 with the Eclipse 2 / Veiling 2 / B7RLE / Masterswitch single decker brilliant bus. And we are going to be driving a Route 122 service through to Totnes, not Totnes, the other one, Paignton. There we go. And it's in a bit of an odd livery. Okay, granted you don't see many of these about, in fact you don't see any of these about. This is actually a recreation of 69139's livery when a couple of them a few years ago, there was 5 Geminis and 3 Eclipse Urbans, not Eclipse 2s, Eclipse Urbans, so there's a bit of creative license with this. They were repainted into a variety of first Manchester Heritage liveries, or Manchester Heritage liveries. You had things like Salford Transport, you had things like Bolton Transport, and other such areas, Bury, and all that jazz. This is an example of 69139, which was MX06VOP, and we actually tried to preserve this bus, which is actually really quite sad. When first Bolton got bought out by Diamond Bus a few years ago, Christ, when was that? Was that 2018, 2019? Can't have been 2020 because that's when the street decks were new. So it must have been 2019. I can't remember off the top of my head, but when they were bought out at first Bolton, obviously a lot of the older Eclipses, such as the 55 plates, the 06 plates, got transferred over to Diamond Bus, and this particular version was actually found in the end at Preston Bus. It lived out its final days at Preston Bus, did 69139, and in July this year, I actually asked Preston Bus, look, it's coming to the end of its life, you know, I quite like this bus. And they said, oh, well, they would sell it for you for this much, but unfortunately it was just too much money and I couldn't afford it. Now, it's sadly since then it has been scrapped. So, yeah, we would have absolutely loved to have, we'll just skip all that nonsense, we don't need it, do we? Yeah, I'd have loved to preserve this, because my other half, I didn't particularly know much about this area at all, to be honest with you. Oh, hang on, why is the... There we go, 1, 2, 2. Is that not how this works? Have we got a sheet? There we go, we'll pop it in like that. Stone litter Paignton, 1, 2, 2. Is it that? Is it just 91? Let's put 91 in and see what happens. Yeah, my other half grew up around the Bolton area, so knows all these. There we go, got it right in the end. Knows this bus particularly well, and really wanted to preserve it, and was absolutely gutted when he couldn't. But that's just the luck of the draw, isn't it? Sometimes. Right, so we are more or less ready to go. We appear to have a distinct lack of passengers. Though I seem to remember with this one, if you want your passengers, you have to draw right down to the bin, don't you? And then they come. There we go. There we go, we're off to a flying start. It's a little while, isn't it, since we've played OMSI? It's definitely a little while since we've played OMSI, because there's been quite a few exciting train simulator things to be going at. Oh, hang on a second, love. Bear with. Right, there's your single, and then you want 735, don't you? 2035. Yeah, there's been plenty of exciting things to be going at, hasn't there, since...
Hello.
Oh,
Just
hang
a
on.
single,
Oh, he
please,
wants
driver.
a ticket too. Oh, my goodness me. Right, hang on. Because my headphones have decided that they're not having it. No, maybe not. Just a single. Right, hang on.
Excuse me, I do wonder if there's any chance. Ah, thank you very much.
Yeah, there we go. It's coming, it's coming. There we go. Rightio, we're ready for business. Yeah, so the wonderful Myles W has recreated this bus for us, and I'm really grateful to him for doing that, to be honest with you, because yeah, at least its memory can live on in OMSI. I know it was never an Eclipse 2, it was always an Eclipse 1, but you know, we don't have access to an Eclipse 1 at this moment in time, do we? Maybe one day, maybe one day. I mean, obviously I have access to my very own Eclipse 1, but we can't just go whizzing round in that whenever we feel like it, can we? Well, we sort of can, but, you know, money is a great kind of contender as to how often we can take the bus out. Oh dear me. But yeah, they really are my favourite types of buses, the Eclipses. They really are so nice to drive, so smooth. Hang on. Oh, you're already on. I was going to say, just give us a second and I'd nail the bus for you, but no. Can't wait. Can't wait. Right, off we go. That'll do. Right, full steam ahead. Oh, bus sounds like it's falling to bits going over there, doesn't it? Right. Can I remember where we're going on the 122? It's been a while since we've driven it, hasn't it? So we go to the top of the hill, turn right, and we end up on the main road, don't we? It's amazing how your driving style in OMSI is completely different to your driving style in real life. So now I'm just sat here with my foot to the floor quite a lot. Whereas in real life you think, oh, I'll just feather that throttle a little bit, make sure that we're doing a few more miles per gallon. It's amazing, like I say, when you're paying for the fuel, just how much your driving style is a lot more economical. Getting on, love. No, I don't think you're for... No, you're not. Oh, hang on. Have I've done the thing the wrong way around, haven't I? I've put it in for leaving Memorial Crescent. No wonder we're getting later and later. I don't know. For goodness sake. That's not what you meant to do, is it, you blithering idiot? Right, okay, so we're just like, we may as well cancel the timetable, haven't we? And just... There we go, we'll cancel that. And we'll just float along as we see fit. It'll be a nice quiet journey then, won't it, really? Yeah, so what I've done, in case you weren't quite aware, is, yeah, I've started it as if we were driving in the other direction, so my timetable starts at Paynton Memorial Crescent and I'm driving to Stoneleigh Harbour, whereas I've actually started from Stoneleigh Harbour and I'm driving to Memorial Crescent. What an idiot. Never mind, at least we've got some passengers, so, you know, that'll do. If not, it'll just be a really, really kind of pleasant, quiet little plod, won't it? We'll just pretend we're really late. There was some major incident earlier. And we've just ended up very, very, very late. Normally in real life they'd miss a trip, but this is not what we do at Westcountry Buses Limited. We, you know, every trip runs, even if it's 9 hours late. Every trip runs. I need to get round to turning the anti-aliasing back on OMSI. You do it in the settings, but if you look, you can just see at the top of the dashboard there, it's like, you can see where it's like, it's rough, it's bobbly. That's nothing to do with the bus, that's purely my graphics settings there, but every time you do a driver's update, rather annoyingly, it turns it off again. It's just like, no! So yeah, every time I do a driver's update, it makes my OMSI look worse. Right, cheers for that, guys. I mean, the only way to get around that is, of course, what I used to do and just not update your drivers. But then other games start, particularly Flight Simulator, start squawking at you if you don't update your drivers. And then they just start crashing to desktop left, right and centre.
Hi.
You see what I mean? If I zoom in there... You can't really see it, because as I zoom in, it gets... But can you see the... You might have to look really closely. I promise no scary face is going to jump out at you. Yeah, you look really closely. Ah! Yeah, that's not what's happening. But if you look, you can just see it on the and round there. All the corners like that. And like I said, that's nothing to do with the bus. That is purely my graphics settings. So yeah, I'll endeavour to change that in the near future. We're going to pull out in front of this Eclipse here. And you can obviously get around that by turning the anti-aliasing off. On, sorry. In your graphics settings. I think it's something to do with your driver, not in the OMSI settings themselves. Yeah, so it's amazing, isn't it? How one little tiny tweak can just make your game look so much better. There we go.
Good day, drive. Single, please.
Right, see how love, hang on. Single ticket, yep. 235, lovely. let's see if actually, while we're here, hang on, it's P, isn't it? So there we go. Let's have a nice little screenshot. You know I'm a sucker for a screenshot. Let's how can we make that a little bit more? Ah, lovely. Look at that. That's nice. Let's see. Can we get another one like that? Maybe with that other Eclipse 2 in the background. Yeah, you read my mind there. No, that won't look particularly brilliant. Maybe like that. Oh, hang on. We've fallen through the world. That'll do. We'll have that. The other one there. Lovely. Oh, hang on. We're missing the stop. Sorry, guys. I always forget. Damn it. I should have sat with the back end of the bus out in traffic, though. That Eclipse isn't going to get round me, so that's fine. Because normally they try and overtake you here when there's not enough space. So if you can park at the bus stop with your back end stuck out, it's much easier to get out then, because you're blocking the traffic behind, aren't you? Sensible. Are we going with hashtag bus driver tricks and tips there? Just like back end stuck out in traffic, block everyone in. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I've not got to forget as well to go down past the Ferncombe Sands. So many times on this, sailing past Ferncombe Sands. So, whoops, sorry. Forgot half the route. The round the houses bit of the route. Just went straight down the main road. Got an early finish and a bit more. Got a longer break at Paynton, but everyone's up in arms. Complaints flying into the bus company left, right, and centre. We'll stick over to the left here because there's a bus stopping just before the roundabout.
Hi.
Hello.
A single ticket, please.
No worries, my love. 35p change.
Thank you, driver.
Oh, how very posh. Oh yeah, there's no roundabout, is there? And there's not been a roundabout there for quite a while. OMX really has improved the traffic situation. I don't know if you remember from many moons ago the traffic situation here. I can never remember what the place is called, but yeah, the traffic situation used to be so bad, didn't it? You'd be always late going the other direction, in particular. Oh, I don't think I've got enough time. Oh, we're going. Must have the filter lane on. That'll do. Right, off we go. Down into the caravan park. Oh, it's quite nice. It's all autumn. Very autumnal, isn't it? All the nice orange trees. There we go. We just walked at the front of that Passat. And obviously it's a lot easier now because you can use this little bit of what I'm assuming is meant to be like a pavement. But you can use that if there's no people there to take your back wheels over, just to give you a little bit more space. There we go. Lovely, right here. Not forgetting the bus stop just on the corner here. Always thought this was a bit of a bizarre place for a bus stop, right on a roundabout. I'm sure there's. It's probably based on somewhere, to be perfectly honest with you. A lot of this map is based on other places in the country.
Can I have a child single, please?
Oh, hang on. £10? You pay £1.90. You're paying for a 10. Oh dear me. 3.10. It's amazing. I've got any change left at all. Right, yeah, everybody on.
Single, please.
Lovely. 2.35, thank you. Let's have another screenshot while we're here. First Bolton meets Seaside Holiday Park. There we go, lovely. And obviously there won't be a bus coming the other way because we've deleted it from the timetable. Excellent. Right, off we go. Oh, I don't like this corner, it's a bit difficult. There we go, try and keep the back end out because otherwise you'll clip the curb. So clipping the curb is not what we want to be doing. Right, across we go. Oh, flipping it. Whoa, stop, stop, stop. Oh, no, are you not letting me out? Oh, how mean. I mean, I could just kind of go for this lane, couldn't I? No, it's fine. There we go, in front of the lorry. He's going to drive through me, isn't he? No, he let me out. There we go. We'll give him a double flash on the hazard lights to show that we are eternally grateful. Foot to the floor, flying along. Oh, there's an Eclipse coming the other way. Not waving to this chap in front. He didn't let us out, did he? Rightio, let's see. Anybody to get off? Yes, there is. Oh, I was going to go flying past him if nobody had pressed that flipping bell. I do like the overground branding that Caleb Chilly did for this map. Quite nice, isn't it? He's done the older style overground with like the circles though, hasn't he? Rather than the newer style with like the circles on the back with the see you again every, something to smile about every. That was like the revised version, wasn't it, of Overground? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 10. Oh. Thought it were giving up then. The bus stop that I always forget. Oh dear. Of course, I've got none of the stop names, have I?
Good day, driver. Oh, hello.
Return, please.
30, 20p change. Oh, he's not taking his... Oh yeah, he gave me 550, didn't he? We'll just stick behind this guy. There's no point rushing, is there? I'm surprised though that he didn't manage to get a bit more in front, given I had to go all around the caravan park and he just went straight down the main road. Maybe he had a bit of standing time. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Eclipse 2. I know compared to like the Eclipse 1, it's got a lot more of the safety systems that drivers think are annoying, such as you have to have the handbrake on, you can't open the doors, and if you take the handbrake off while the doors are open, it screams at you. You know, there's a lot of things like that. There's the fact it uses AdBlue, there's the fact it's a lot more emissions friendly, because obviously these are Euro 4, Euro 5, whereas the others were Euro 3. Perhaps the engines don't sound quite as good. You know, but I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Eclipse 2. I really, really have. I think they're a lovely, lovely bus. I mean, they rattle like Billy-O, don't they? But then again, my Eclipse that I did the video on rattles like Billy-O, I can tell you that now. You get to the end of it and your head's still vibrating from been sat there. It's like you've got tinnitus. But yeah, you know, I really, really do like the Eclipse 2. I think it's such a smart looking bus. If you look like from the outside, it's just so good to look at, isn't it? You know, it really, really is good to look at. Hey, there's a bit of a queue. What's this in front of Studio Polygon branded Renown, is it? Wow. Oh, it is reversing. Excuse me. Oh, there's been an accident. What's happening? Oh dear, there's carnage is ensuing. What's he doing? Heck, I don't think your wheels are meant to bend that way, sir. You know what, I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, I think the Eclipse is just driving through and we're gonna just... Oh, he's going over there. Oh, but his wheels are spinning backwards. I have no idea what's happening at this point. Well, what we're going to do is just pull up right behind this Eclipse, crash into the back of him, which is what looks like has just happened. Oh, he's off again. Right, we're going to just get out of the way before he can get us. Ah, quick, foot down, foot down, foot down. What on earth's happening there? Goodness only knows. Gotta stop at Generica hotels. That's like an Ibis, innit? Room rate on like a petrol station outside. I'd never seen that before until recently. And now I seem to see it everywhere. I'd never noticed them like putting room rates outside. Like never. Oh, it does sound good, doesn't it, this bus? I've always loved the sounds with this vehicle. It really does sound good. There we go. Right, and we'll pull in. Oh, I wonder why you're not branded. Am I missing... I must be missing some sort of repaint there, mustn't I? That's why the demonstrator's coming up, and obviously the Studio Polygon demonstrator as well, though we don't quite know what he was doing. He was just messing about, wasn't he? He was trolling us, that's what he was doing. Yeah, there we go. That is when we can actually zoom into an acceptable kind of angle. That'll do. There we go. That was the Route 122 from Stoneleigh Harbour through to Paignton. I do hope you've enjoyed that today. Leave a like if you have, leave a comment of what you thought to it, and if you haven't already, do make sure you subscribe. Plenty more exciting things coming in the future for OMSI, and I would absolutely hate for you to miss them. There's lots of exciting things in development, isn't there? So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that. Other than that, as I say, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.